As if they don't have too much on their plates. The Kings of Combat Sports Podcast, John and Wade. They talk about the things they did that day. They'll analyze the work of Triple H. Rewind-A-SmackDown. 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 Rewind-A-SmackDown.
Rewind-A-SmackDown time. Hello, YouTube. Welcome all. How are you, Wai? Still good?
Oh, I'm doing excellent. I'm full of energy. I'm just like,
I know.
I'm ready. I've had a great day. Very relaxing. I'm just full of just
Energy,
fire. Ready.
You know what I've got? You know what I've fallen into? I am in.
What's that?
Okay. Not only did I build some Lego yesterday.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you?
You want to? Can you give me an on-air grading here of how I did?
Sure. I sure can.
All right. This is the Lotus. Okay.
Ooh, I have that.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's not actually a Christmas present. It's just one I had never put together, and this was remarkably soothing, I should say.
Soothing.
Yesterday, yeah.
Hold it up closer. Let me really judge. Okay. Let me judge your sticker placement. All right.
Stickers they're tough.
How good?
They are tough.
How good are you? Okay. I mean, the yellow lines match. Yeah, you did a decent job. Not bad. Give you a 8 out of 10.
Thanks. That's a pass.
4 stars. Good.
I've also, because on the Nintendo Switch, you can play all these old N64 games. I've just gone.
By the
down.
way, this is your son's Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
That
I am
he
now
paid
taking
for
over.
with his money.
That he bought. He bought it all
Yeah.
himself. He allows me to use it every now and then to play GoldenEye. Man,
Wow. Nice.
I am obsessed with this game right now.
Oh,
I can
that sounds great.
remember how to complete all the missions. Like this is like almost 30 years of memory just coming back to me.
No, I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, I mean, it's been years.
This
at
game in
point.
1997 was just, that was it for me.
Yeah. Like so my game was like Donkey Kong Country when I was really young, and I picked up like the just the game maybe like I want to say like 20 years later, and I still know where all the secret areas are. You just know. It's ingrained in you, right?
It's just there. It's like there's a pocket of your brain that just is aware of your young teenage years of accomplishment, even in video game form. It's always
Very
there
true.
for you.
It is. Well, it sounds like you had a great time.
I am. I'm on. We're moving on into the 00 agent levels.
Mm-hmm. How come they haven't like done a better version of that? Why have they seen similar success with that franchise?
So my video game knowledge ends with Nintendo 64. I'm sure they've made more Bond games, but I am not aware of like, hey, GoldenEye was good, but man, did they really reinvent the wheel with this? Like, I've never heard of the superior Bond game. So
right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sure there are great games out there, but I would say
yeah,
if you were to ask anyone like your favorite game on N64, GoldenEye is going to come up in a lot of people's list at the top. Like this was a game that was just when you played it, it blew my mind that a game could be this sophisticated.
Look, what's so great about it? Actually,
I mean, when you're going through these missions, like it's not designed for like a little kid to be able to pull off these missions. Like it's pretty involved.
They're difficult. They're challenging, but like in a fun way. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, somewhat.
Like they're puzzles? Are they like puzzles?
Puzzles with like headshots and just murdering people ad nauseum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you played other like first-person shooter games?
Not a whole lot of them, no.
So you love this game so much, but you never thought to seek other ones. You just you're like I'm good.
happy with this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I found my thing. Don't need to ever try anything else.
It's like you find a great restaurant you go to. It's like, this is great. It's like, man, I got to find a different place that serves this. It's like, no, this place is pretty good. As long as this restaurant's open, I'm going to come to this place. It's got great pizza here.
I guess, like, can you finish a restaurant the way you finish a game? I guess if you try everything on the menu, that's kind of like finishing it. Then you might just ask, hey, what else?
When you get food poisoning at the restaurant, then you're done with it. Then you can't go back.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm happy for you.
No, you're not. You don't care at all. You're just like,
care a lot
dude,
more about your GoldenEye.
I've been fucking driving all day. You're playing fucking video games. Shut the fuck up.
I care a lot more about your GoldenEye than I do about this edition of SmackDown. So sorry.
What are you talking about? This is a huge.
About to talk about a even though it's a 2-hour edition of the show, the last one for quite a while. Man, I struggled with this one. I have to say.
Yeah, I know. Even at an hour and 20 minutes. Do you ever have streaming problems with the taped shows?
No,
no,
I don't. No,
not
you do.
All. Interesting. It's weird. The live shows for me, not a problem. Playing it like on my laptop. The tape shows buffer like a motherfucker. I don't know why that is. Live feed, fine, no problem.
Do you have ever have issues with Netflix in general? Streaming?
Not really. Netflix? Like when I finished SmackDown tonight, I put on this documentary and I was watching. No problem. But it's like these tape shows, they just, I don't know. Anyway, it's a me problem. It's not a wider spread issue. All right. Wai wants to get moving. Folks, if you want to hear what all the energy was put into this week, it's the Post-Wrestling Christmas Show, up now for everybody. 6+ hours, edited by Mr. Ting himself, putting this together while everyone else was...
I actually missed an edit. I realized today.
Oh boy.
I thought there was, like, during the Kate and John Kleinchester interview.
Oh.
I thought there was an issue with Kate's audio, so I paused. And then,
do you know how many times it's jarring when you hear like a podcast, and I'm talking like major podcasts, and they'll just be like, so producer, just cut that one out. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And it just makes it into the feed. It happens to like the best
on YouTube videos too. You know, like
it happens all the time.
These voiceovers, and they'll like do a retake, but they forget to edit it. Yeah, I was beating myself up over it a little bit, but I was like, whatever, it's part of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 27 people heard the intro before the show even dropped.
Well, that was just a sneak preview. Obviously, it's nothing like the final edition. Great job by John Pollock, again, for another great opening to these shows. And thank you, Neil Flanagan. Thank you, our unnamed moderator.
You may now disconnect the line.
For their contribution as well. Excellent job.
A fun show, as always, so you can check out the Post-Wrestling Christmas Show. As we mentioned, Collision Course is up tonight with John Kleinchester joining Kate from Montreal, going through both Dynamite on 34th Street and Christmas Collision. Wai and I are going to be back Saturday night after World's End. So that means probably midnight at the earliest that we will be chatting with you Saturday night.
No way. I don't think so. I think we're going past that.
8, 9, 10,
I think 12:30.
Yeah, you're probably right. 12:30 is probably much safer.
But we'll see.
All right, it's time for the taped edition of SmackDown. Does everyone want to get their stopwatches out? Let's see how fast we can blitz through this one. Okay, Ilja and Carmelo Hayes was really good. Thoughts?
New champion. Big deal.
I don't have anything else to add to this show.
No, we're gonna stretch this out. All right, we're gonna make this a 2-hour review.
Yeah, let's really break down this Miracle on 34th Street fight.
Yeah.
So this was a week ago, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Nick Aldis greets Cody and says that Drew has signed the deal, and once he apologizes to referee Dan Engler and pays the fine, Cody cannot lay a finger on him. Which I thought begged the question for all night. Cody is asking, has he signed yet? Has he signed yet? It's like, why shouldn't you try to be beating this guy up before he gets the apology in while you still can? And instead, he was just like antsy to wait till he is paid the fine and apologized. It's like Cody didn't do anything about this guy. Guy was literally sleeping backstage. Cody could have attacked him in his sleep.
If he did attack him, though, wouldn't Drew just ask for some even crazier demands, which Aldis would have to agree to?
What would be stopping Drew from asking for more demands right now? I mean, it's kind of got him over a barrel. Somehow in all this, Drew got suspended, and it turned out to be amazing. Like, this is as crazy as a guy getting suspended and saying, hey, we're going to launch a new show called Collision, and this is going to be your show, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Never have I seen a guy suspended and get so much out of it.
Drew got suspended, but what they didn't anticipate was Cody attacking him in the car.
At his home.
Remember that first time? No, it was in the car. That was the first one.
Oh, you're right, the car. There was the car as well. There have been a lot of attacks.
That's why Aldis had to go try to smooth things out over with Drew, and then Cody,
Shouldn't he have banned Cody from the building tonight if this match is so precious?
Well, he's the champion. It is sort of
he had nothing to do tonight besides just be a pain in Nick's ass.
They promoted Cody and Drew under one roof, okay? So that he was a part of.
Why? That's the last thing Nick wants. He doesn't want these guys under one roof.
Well, he likes to take risks. Nick Aldis. He likes to live on the edge.
It's a wild man. So the Miz walks up to Aldis and won't say Joe Hendry's name. So suggests that Joe Hendry not get any music tonight. So then Hendry, his music plays for Nick Aldis, and all of a sudden Joe Hendry is in the ring, surrounded by Santas, surrounded by
because Aldis said
the name. You're right, and then the music began. We have Santas, we've got Otis and Tozawa dressed up, and the Easter Bunny, and Hendry sings the Jingle Bells with the lyric that Miz has tiny balls. This went on for plenty of time. This man spent a good afternoon.
Every time he's in a team,
together.
he always takes the falls.
Not bad.
Miz has tiny balls. He would rather be in Hollywood, but they won't take his calls. It's pretty.
They all rhymed. Lyricist of the year, Joe Hendry. He said that Miz comes out pissed off. He's not a punchline. He has outlasted everyone for the last 20 years, and now that Cena's gone, he is the locker room leader. And Aldis comes out to make this a miracle on 34th Street fight. And Michael Cole, I'm glad Cole had this research right at his disposal for this impromptu stipulation match, noting this is the 12th miracle on 34th Street fight in WWE history.
Well, listen,
the 12th one. What's your favorite, Ben?
It's a quick Google search away, okay? And
is it?
I'm sure he's just really quick on that iPad. My favorite one. I'm working on my list. I don't want to reveal it yet. Yeah.
Okay. This is the only one though that was presented by Fireball.
Yes, which was actually very popular at this party I was at today.
Was it?
I was at a bit of a weird party because
this was where they're serving it to the kids.
No, it was supposed to be a party just for the kids, right? And then I guess the host, I hope they're not listening, but he was very.
They're definitely not.
They're very I don't know if ambitious is the word, but they were. It was one of those hey, let's invite everybody, And I don't know if you've kind of been to these parties where a party with kids, with other parents with kids, it's not really the same type of party as just a party with your friends, right? Yeah. This person decided to invite everybody, everybody he knew from a past life before we had kids, right? So, it was so crazy because half of us had to watch our kids, the other half were trying to drink. And it was just we're just kind of split up and each sharing, the kids got the tables once, and then the sort of drinking adults got the tables, and it was just a mess. This person tried to plan a whole food thing for everybody. He got too drunk and just completely fucked up the schedule. So he had to get the wives to take over. And then all the kids were starving. I was starving. It was just a mess. So don't do that, okay? If you're gonna do a kids thing, do the kids thing, then do the adults thing separately. Or
guys,
just,
we're doing
the times.
We're doing pin the tail on the donkey, and then we're following it up with beer pong. Okay, everyone's gonna take turns.
This is bad. Anyway, Fireball was one of the popular drinks. I've never had it. I did not have it at this point.
Okay, well, Hendry unwraps a guitar. Miz gets a ukulele. This was supposed to be funny. Look, he's got the smaller version. And then there was a hip toss into a Christmas tree. Bunch of bald jokes as Miz pulled out tiny ornaments. Everything was small that the Miz pulled out.
I take it you weren't a big fan of this match, Tom.
I loved it. I'm glad we didn't do our award show yet because this is going to rank on the best of. Yeah. Cole asked if the Miz has chestnuts on an open fire at home. Balls. Henry uses the Christmas tree as a weapon, and then Miz knocks the cookies out of Tozawa's hands, attacks the bunny with a kendo stick, and then Otis snaps. Hendry attacks him, and then after a fall-away slam, caterpillar by Otis, Tozawa hits a senton, while Miz has cookies in his mouth and spits up the cookies. And who is the Easter Bunny? It's R-Truth with a 5-knuckle shuffle. And then, after a guitar shot and a standing ovation, Hendry wins. We all win. All seasons, all holidays represented here. And, this is Otis pre-Gunther. This would have been awesome if Gunther came out and just murdered all 4 of these guys.
Honestly,
that would have been the best.
I don't know if the Gunther Otis feud is happening at all. I feel like that
this
was
Raw
probably...
commercial break promo, it has to be leading somewhere.
I think he was just going into business for himself, that Otis, trying to get a
That would have been
program with
awesome.
Gunther.
That would have been great.
Trying
This
to
guy
hijack the
decided,
Netflix
I'm going to
airwaves.
shoot my shot during the commercial break.
Yeah.
Some podcaster's going to make my argument for me that I should have
Either
this
that
match.
or they just thought the better of it. Like, why would we give away a Gunther match, with for what, just to even have him?
It's not even
lift
worth
Otis?
doing a Gunther is in action next week type of match with Otis. We're not even going to do it, period.
But listen, John, okay, it's the holiday show. It's a tape show 7 days in advance. I could use
I've
bit
got a
of
black
cheese.
heart. This isn't fun. This isn't like, oh, yay, Christmas. This is so fun. Look, cookies.
I
Look, they
could
got
use
ornaments.
I could use some tiny balls gags, on a day like this. I could use our tooth
Yeah,
inside an Easter bunny
his
outfit.
dick is so small, and everyone knows it. I love this.
When else would you do it other than during a Christmas tape show? I thought this was
I
perfectly
don't
fine.
care. Just because it's the holidays.
What do you want here? Like, what do you want? A 5-star classic between Joe Hendry and the Miz?
Hendry should have just done a whole Christmas album. He should have gone talent by talent. He should have had a song for every person in the locker room. Okay,
that might have made the show plenty interesting. But I mean, listen, it's a Christmas show, and as a way to introduce Joe Hendry to the main roster, I actually thought this was like a very strong introduction for his type of character. They gave him a whole concert. They gave him like the Miz, who I thought okay, honestly,
he gets a double concert because he's doing one on NXT Tuesday.
Yeah, well, this is more proper because I mean this is like call up, right? Or at least maybe teasing a call. But I imagine he's one of the free agents, if not like actually signed.
Oh, he's SmackDown. I don't think they're even doing the free agent deal with him. Like he's just on SmackDown now.
Well, he'll be needed for the 3 hours. Do one of these a week, sure, why not?
We need a song every week, Joe.
I thought the Miz was great in this particular role, like as an opposition to somebody as much as who's as much of a cartoonish character anyway as a Joe Hendry. I thought the Miz was terrific playing this sort of like cartoon, Looney Tunes type of villain role.
I'll rewatch this a few times. I'll report back tomorrow night. I'll see.
Yes, please.
Carmelo Hayes is hanging out with Fraxium. Ilya walks up to speak with Carmelo about teaming last week, and it was great what we did. But I'm unhappy about our title match and how it went down. You are getting the shot tonight. So Ilya, just signing his own death warrant here. And Carmelo was more than happy to take this freebie title shot tonight. Kathy Kelly catches up with Backstreet Drew, all in white. He's tired. He's been at a party all day in Thornhill. He's going to lie down backstage for a few hours. I was like, you picked the SmackDown to go sleep. This SmackDown was so compelling. I would rather sleep through until my segment at the end. And he will reveal his stipulation.
Well,
it's a great gig. You
one of the
just
perks
show
of-
up to sleep.
Yeah, one of the perks of being a heel, I guess, you could just like
Look at this guy. Incomplete.
Oh man, who are we thinking here? AJ McLean?
Yeah, definitely AJ. Hair's a
the
little
glasses?
longer, but he's AJ.
Yeah,
With like the build of Brian.
Millennium era AJ McLean. Would you say?
Yeah, like
The
beige
build of
on
Brian.
beige on white just screams like I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. No, it's a great look for him.
You know, it was a great look.
What's that?
The return of the snake in our next pre-tape. Once upon a time, there was a man, a very talented man, a man so talented he reached things far beyond his dreams, the pinnacle that this industry has to offer, but then gave all of himself away. Dude, it was like a minute before we finally realized he was talking about Damian Priest here, because we had to have Zelina come in.
What are you talking about? Who else could he be talking about? Like, there's no one.
I thought he was talking about himself here. I thought he was a talented man. Of course,
These
they're
two
talking about
don't talk about anybody except Damian Priest. That is their entire main like WWE character is talking about Damian Priest.
Man, if this guy were ever to like just go on vacation, if he needed to get that shoulder surgery, these two would just be gone. Zelina comes in. She goes on about Judgment Day and Rhea Ripley and R-Truth. They poured their time into everyone else, and all they did was take. They have stripped Damian down for 6 months, not an exaggeration, and made him unpredictable and violent. You answer to us, and it ends when I say it ends. So this is his heel heat is I'm going to keep this going and going. Your career is moving nowhere past Park, which is black. So they're having another match next week. I can't wait. Buffalo, I mean, if ever this arena was calling me to dust off my passport, this was the match.
I can't believe they would actually like tell us how long this feud has been going. Like 6 months. Is that true?
It's like, is that it?
I can't. Seriously. Okay. I guess they first had their match. I guess in August, but I imagine the feud was taking place before that. It's been way too long. And
they've overcome so much. Weapons, fireballs. I mean,
yeah.
How can this end?
It feels like an endless loop.
I love that this match next week, like no stakes are raised. It's just a straight up singles match. Like what could go wrong? Something tells me next week is not the end of this.
Are we even in a series? Like, are they counting?
It's the unofficial Andrade Carmelo feud.
Yeah,
they're unofficially having a series. They're just not telling us.
So Black and Zelina's whole thing is that we've already won because we made you change, regardless of whether or not we actually win the match.
They are literally playing Killer Cross and Scarlett.
You're right. They exactly are. It's the exact same gimmick. But how exactly did they make Damian Priest like change?
He hasn't changed one iota in this
entire
feud. He's got a bad shoulder. That's the only change he's going through right now.
Yeah, like they showed us
his attitude has not changed. He's still tight with Rhea. Like there's no change. There's no change in him at all.
No, like Cross at least like can talk about like several characters turning heel eventually. But like Black doesn't even have that. Like all they had was like some shots of like I don't know, like Damian Priest using a table or like the steps or something like that.
Oh boy, he's really turned a dark corner in his life. Not the Slim Jim table.
Yeah, like it's been 6 months of this basically. They worked 6 months to get him to use a table or to use stairs. So these two are like not very effective at changing.
Joe Hendry and Miz also took a dark turn tonight.
Yeah, pretty much the same. So this has been awful.
I hate this feud. I hate this feud
for all of them. Terrible.
I'll talk about it more in a week or so.
Yeah.
Lash Legend and Charlotte Flair. So this was just a match. We had a Lash with a pop-up power bomb, and then Flair flips over the corner, booting her from the apron. The Lash extension is turned into a DDT. Flair hits a moonsault for a 2 count, goes to the figure 4, but Nia Jax hops onto the apron. Distraction. She is Bliss jumps onto her back, and as Charlotte is sent into the corner, leaps over Lash and pins her with a sunset flip. So we're just doing the 50-50 booking here between the two teams as they all tread water in the women's tag division. They'll all get title shots. They'll all get runs with the belt. It's just a matter of who's slotted where in the turn.
Yeah, this is their way of building to a multi-person match, and it just kind of kills interest in any single entity, particularly Lash, who really is the newcomer to all of this. And I thought they did a relatively good job with her in War Games, even up until
pretty clean win over Alexa, and
yeah.
It's just you get this win and you trade this one.
I mean, this was her first loss, wasn't it? Like at least as a singles.
On main roster, yeah.
On the main roster, and it just kind of happened without any real fanfare nor struggle, and I would say the match itself wasn't all that interesting either. So that was a little bit disappointing, but this is just the way they want to get to the tag team match. We had a few segments in the back too with Byron Saxton and Jade, who talked about Michin.
Byron said after the after the Aleister Black promo that they will, quote, inflict unimaginable harm on each other next week. Unimaginable. Yes, Jade is going to stomp a hole through the chest of Michin, and doesn't need weapons because she is a weapon. The lethal weapon, Jade Cargill. B-Fab is watching all of this, and Michin walks in. B-Fab doesn't want Michin to get hurt on her account. Michin says they are not scared, and she will humble Jade next week.
Yeah.
She's lying.
Yeah, she's unlikely to humble Jade. Yeah. This really is just like one uninteresting SmackDown TV feud after another between this and then the Aleister Black thing. Like this has been going on for a long time too. Michin and B-Fab versus Jade. Like ever since Jade won the championship, she's only been feuding with Michin and B-Fab and nobody else. So I don't know what's going on the show. It just feels like, it sucks. That's what it feels like.
You know, they don't have enough time. They just don't have enough time.
Let's be optimistic. They're wrapping. This is it. They're ending Damian Priest and Aleister Black next week. B-Fab and Michin will be finished next week. Okay, we're just saying goodbye to all of this.
Okay, we'll check in next week and see if that is the case. Aldis is with Trick Williams, and Raw is going to throw Trick the bag, and Aldis is basically holding him up. He's like, beat their offer. He's he's Warner Brothers Discovery.
And like Warner Brothers Discovery, are we going to get publicly announced like offers? You know, can I get a dollar figure attached to what Trick Williams is commanding?
Maybe he's going to take the offer from Adam Pearce, and then Aldis is going to put out a strongly worded letter directly to the Raw shareholders.
That would make wrestling far more interesting.
Or to Trick shareholders.
I do think that would be next level in wrestling storytelling if they can attach dollar amounts to each wrestler's contracts. You know, they'll never do it because, I guess because they actually have real contracts, and maybe they wouldn't want people thinking about how much these wrestlers actually made in comparison to their profits.
That's what the Chiron should read instead of their name. Everyone knows who Trick Williams is. They should just come up and instantly you know if he's an important person or not based on the salary he's making.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in sports, it kind of works that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even in wrestling, it works that way if you're aware of how much they make. If they're making a lot more, they're a lot more likely to be booked higher.
With Roman, it's like a countdown of his dates this year.
That is next level, like wrestling manager. Yeah.
So Cody comes in and just kicks this guy out of the office, and Trick leaves. I was like, I hope that is not how this segment is going to end. Thankfully, it did not. He's still complaining. He's asking if Drew has paid his fine. I'm like, dude, are you watching this show? It's been 20 minutes since you last asked. Trick returns, lists off everything he's ever won in life. He's the hottest free agent, and if Aldis makes the right decision, you better hold on to that belt tightly.
I didn't think this really meant all that much, like seeing it. I mean, I kind of speculated that this just might have been a tease for the future, or maybe a way to see how the audience online would react to a scene between Trick and Cody. But obviously you can assume that they have big plans for Trick eventually to be a world title contender, and so this could very well be a match that you would see at some point. You
realize if this were 2021, he'd be coming up and he'd be performing like magic tricks.
We already had that gimmick. Oh wait, no, we had the poker guy. Have we not had a magician in wrestling?
I mean, in WCW, I mean, what would you consider the Black Scorpion? I mean, he performed a lot of magic tricks.
Yeah, but he didn't have like cards.
There was that guy Phantasmo. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Okay. Aldis, that concludes that segment. MFT's video. More of your favorite feuds, all coming to a close soon, folks. He says how Uncle Howdy preaches family when he doesn't have one. He says, we don't fear you. We create fear. And they are coming for the tag titles, all 5 of them, as they audition here for Are You Afraid of the Dark? And the lantern is burning low, which this lighting was burning very low here. They had like one candle to spread out for the lighting here. This was what cinematography? This looks like a bad album that someone would hand you on the street.
Yeah,
say this is my first LP.
Drew McIntyre is maybe like 2000s, late 90s boy band. This is more like, I don't know, what would you say, like some attempt at like like a like a like a R&B thing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Like B2K or something like that. Uh New Edition, like something like that, you know.
it's exactly where I saw 2004 Olympian Jeff Cobb reaching.
What a path.
How did Jeff Cobb get here in life? How did he get to this moment?
Well,
He's just
he wanted to make
look
more
how
money.
menacing he looks. Look at his scary face.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Look at Tamatonga. Where did that Tamatonga thing lead to with him and Ilya after all those
I think
weeks?
that's a great question. Maybe we'll
Maybe he got into his head.
wonder. Yeah, maybe.
That takes us to Ilja Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes, and the thank God this championship exists on this show. Excellent match that these two had. So Graves, all of a sudden, this is now Hayes' character, is that we're seeing the chatter online that maybe he's not going to live up to the hype. Like, yeah, this...
What forums is Michael Cole visiting? Where does he get his
I don't know, but apparently this was all from 6 months ago when I think this was more of a concern. But yeah, then they listed off every stat of Ilya defending this U.S. title, how many times he's defended it on SmackDown. He is... And usually when they're so stat heavy on a champion, it's usually the signal that they are researching this because we're about to change the title. So Constantine's special is hit. Then Hayes headbutts Ilya and comes off the top, is stopped with a leaping kick. The H-bomb is blocked with the knees, and then Ilya stomps his face, slams Hayes for a near fall. We got some real Ruby Riott vibes here from Ilya. Superplex by Ilya gets countered in midair into a cutter. The slow motion replay of this looked really great. And then Ilya comes back, DVD to Hayes on the edge, and goes for the coast-to-coast drop kick. But as he comes off, Hayes manages to hit the first 48 as Ilya comes down and then follows with nothing but net. This crowd's going nuts. He wins the belt, and big pop for the title change, and Ilya wraps the belt around Carmelo's waist. Says, God damn it, why did I choose this guy? And that's it, folks. The title reign is over. He had a nice run.
I mean, it goes without saying, like the only like worthwhile match to watch on this entire show. And I'm booking a title change on a taped show. I actually think is a very smart move because it signals to everybody who is likely reading spoilers anyway that hey, something big's about to happen on the show. So try to take some time at least out of your schedule to sit down and watch this because I would consider it a pretty big news item similar to. What did we have recently? Like Mercedes Moné, dropping the belt to Alex Windsor. This ends, I would say, a very good run for Dragunov. One that certainly has managed to establish him on the main roster in a pretty strong way. He's known now. Curious what else he does. And it's interesting that it's moving on to a babyface, another babyface. So you would expect the open challenge gimmick to continue. It's been very successful for Dragunov. Hopefully, it'll do the same for Hayes. And obviously with Trick Williams, probably SmackDown bound, you would think. That would lead to more internet speculation, perhaps. More internet chatter about where these two may end up.
What are the chances Miz ends up with this belt?
Well, it's very strong. Sure, always.
Bliss meets with Charlotte in the back, and in come Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
What about Tamatonga?
I think he's just going to... he's a background player. Okay, he's slowly calculating.
I think he may still go after Dragunov. I mean, we think
Why?
he was only after the title, but maybe he was only after Ilja Dragunov because he just likes him.
It's a smart game plan for him. So Bliss and Flair meet with Ripley and Io and ask them, "Why are you guys here on SmackDown?" And they remind them about their title match in Brooklyn. Nia and Lash come in, followed by the Kabuki Warriors, who are also here. And Aldis just gets in the middle to make an 8-woman tag next week in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's
everyone screamed. Who is the best screamer in this?
That's ahead of the 4-way title match in Brooklyn, they said.
The 4-way title match?
Yeah.
It's a 4-way now?
Didn't he say this? Am I mishearing things?
I don't think it's a 4-way. I think it's just Rhea and Io are getting the title shot on January 5th, unless I missed something.
Okay. Rhea and Io. All right. I just, because there are 4 teams here, right?
Yeah, I mean they're obviously, I think they're building towards something like that, like where all of them are trying to get title shots, but they establish Rio and Io are first in line.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kelly interviews Carmelo. He was delayed but not denied. Thanks, Ilja, for elevating this title and elevating him. He's putting the division on notice, but before he can put it on notice, Johnny Gargano jumps him and says this title is mine and that he ruined everything.
So what it seems like it's happening to me is that maybe every like few months they will change the champion in the US division and just cycle through the same roster of challengers again. So we're gonna get Aleister Black matches. We're gonna get who else has like these guys faced? Like who else is in this mid card? Like Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Maybe you'll get a Tama Tonga thrown in there. I mean, maybe Dragunov can challenge one of these weeks.
He
again.
just plays Ilja for the next 3
Pretty
months.
much, yeah. Everybody gets a turn. Yeah.
And then your main event of Chelsea Green Alba Fire against Julia and Kiana James. Julia tries to get her hands on Chelsea, but Chelsea hops to the floor. So Fire hits a tornado DDT. Julia tosses Green by the hair when she finally gets her hands on her, hits a knee strike, throws out Elba, and wins with the Northern Lights bomb, pinning the Women's United States champion. So Julia, she's on the comeback trail for that U.S. title.
Yeah. So when did Julia last wrestle? Was it last week?
Yeah, last week was the one where they had said she hasn't wrestled since she lost the title at the beginning.
So she
of
did
November.
the Monday taping and then she did this Friday taping. So I mean, I noted on last week's show, and I wasn't the only one, how cold of a reaction Julia received. It was just, I mean, it was so obvious. This one was even worse. Like, it's so, nobody is reacting to her, and I really don't blame her because the creative has been awful. She's booked as, I think she's the babyface in this. And like, how does that happen? Because like, she's been the heel the whole time, but she's opposing a chicken shit heel in Chelsea Green.
And
So
Kiana's a
she's-
heel.
Yeah, it's a terribly booked feud, and they've done like really no work to boost Julia's profile in the meantime. It's been awful. This has been another really terrible thing on SmackDown.
This has probably been the most botched call up this year has been Julia.
Terrible. Yeah. Mhm. I would add to that Kiana James. Like, I don't know why she was called up when she was.
Well, she was called up and then she got hurt and was gone like a year and
Well,
then
even-
came back to this role.
Okay,
That
she
I'm
was
sorry,
called-
these two to me have zero chemistry together. I don't get this pairing.
She was called up as what is this? Adam Pearce's like
She was Adam
assistant?
Pearce's assistant.
Like, what is that? Why would you call somebody up to play that shitty role? You know? Why
now
would
she's
you have
playing
that
this role.
shitty role to begin with? All of this is terrible.
I just don't think this show's long enough. That was my conclusion. I think if this had more time, that's been the missing ingredient.
You know what'll save this?
Kit Wilson,
Yes.
he's back. And what is his New Year's resolution? To rid WWE of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a pearl necklace? I missed this.
Clearly, yes. Mm-hmm.
Aldis says there will be an opportunity for something new for Wilson in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's
Yes.
coming to kill him next week.
Yes. Right. Well,
Cody walks in.
Who should that be?
Obafemi.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Cody walks in asking if the apology has been made. He's like, no, dumbass. It's the last segment of the show. I didn't book a main event this week for that very reason. And with that, Drew's music begins. And we go to break. We come back, and there's a video for Obafemi and Graves saying he will be a game changer in WWE. So it looks to be like Hendry is here, Javon is here, Trick is here, and it looks like Oba is next.
So the only question to me is like whether or not Sol Ruka.
I
Gets
would
the
think
follow-up.
that Sol Ruka is going to be right in that same mix. that
All the
they're bring-
people profiled on that Saturday night's main event seem to be getting their call-ups.
Yeah.
And more, right? With Trick, right? So then what is like you could expect a title change soon, can't you? With Obafemi?
Maybe Zarya is finally going to snap on Sol. Sol
Maybe,
gets the call
maybe.
up and Zarya doesn't. That'd be enough to break them up.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I mean, you could. So next week we have the 8-woman tag: Jade Cargill against Meechin in a non-title match, and Damian Priest against Aleister Black. 3 hours. Drew is in the ring with Nick Aldis and referee Dan Engler, and Drew pays the fine. tells Engler he is genuinely sorry, and it's kept me up for weeks after hitting you with the Claymore. This apparently, like in GoldenEye, once it says mission complete, that's it. It's done. You can't reverse your accomplishment, because then he continues stating he is sorry that it was Dan's dream to become a wrestler, but you weren't good enough and you had to be a referee. I'm sorry your wife, Melissa, had to watch and wished she had a husband like me with convictions. And I'm sorry for your children. Dude, Dan Engler's reactions were priceless here. What? My children? Who have a corporate, cowardly stooge for a father. Now, Nick Aldis is like, oh, he said he was sorry. There's nothing I can do about this. This was so silly. But he said he was sorry. That's all he had to do. So you can just bullshit your way through a fake apology, and then you can say, fuck that apology. It's still an apology, and it stands.
Basically, if you want to be a villain in professional wrestling, you really just have to be
work for Nick Aldis.
Well, I was gonna say yes, or be like a very cunning 12-year-old who might be penalized, but we'll come up with other ways to not apologize. Yeah.
This is such a weird program of how they have gotten to this match and all that they have done to prolong it. So Cody arrives, and Drew dares Cody to hit him, wishes that when I attacked you on the bus, I wish your family was there, and maybe Brandy could see what a real daddy looks like. And then Drew explains, we are not doing this match in America, and the crowd groaned. They thought, this crowd here in Grand Rapids thought, we're going to get this now. They were all sad. No,
they didn't think they would get the match now. They just wanted it in their country.
They just wanted to solidify it. This Michigan is not that far of a trek to Buffalo. We could make it. But no, he has made it for January 9th in Berlin, Germany. 3 stages of hell. And says, Cody, when I torture you and send you straight to hell, say hi to your dad for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's not up there, Ray. He's down there.
Yeah.
In hell.
Yeah. Well,
anyway.
The logic is that Dusty would have loved it, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what they would have said.
Cody sends Nick Aldis. Nick is holding back Cody to save his title. And Cody then pushes Nick Aldis away, turns around, and gets hit with a Claymore. So Drew can attack him, just not vice versa. And then Drew holds up the belt to end the tape show.
Yeah.
And he said, Backstreet's back.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
all I've got.
Yeah, thank you. I was yeah, you could keep going if you want. I thought, listen, this is the Drew McIntyre that I think we've been waiting for, the type that is not afraid to go to some of those areas talking about people's kids and their wives and stealing bracelets and all that good stuff. So I think the feud needed this. Honestly, it's been a feud that I think has been kind of drawn out a little too long, but it needed something to I guess make you feel the fire again, and I thought this managed to do that with some of these awful lines from Drew McIntyre. 3 stages of hell, they were not clear on, I guess, what the stages entailed. We can assume this is similar to previous 3 stages of hell. Has there been a unified 3 stages of hell set?
Catch as catch can, blindfold, title
Miracle,
on the pole.
Miracle on 34th Street on January the 9th.
Yes.
Well, let's look this up. What's a 3 stages of hell match? We've had several, and they're always different. Triple H and Stone Cold was standard match, then street fight, then a steel cage, and then Triple H Shawn Michaels was street fight, steel cage, and then ladder. Last one was Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole in 2019. Match, street fight, steel cage. So it's just whatever. John Cena Ryback.
Is a straight up match a stage of hell? That's the bare minimum of what you do for a living.
Well, some would argue that going to work is one stage of hell. Okay, How much do you want to work? If you really,
I guess
really
when the
wanna work
comparison is wrestling versus taking a nap in the locker room for an hour and a half, yeah, it's got to be hell to have to put your tights on and work.
So if I'm simply going by like the previously booked Paul Levesque 3 Stages of Hell match, I would assume it is going by match, street fight, and steel cage, which also happens to be the one he shared with Stone Cold. Maybe arguably still the match that's most well remembered for stages of hell. So
SmackDown was worth it for the 15 minutes between Ilja and Carmelo Hayes, and the rest wasn't exactly a riveting commercial for 3-hour SmackDowns. I did think the Drew Cody segment was very good at the end. I thought Drew was really great in this segment. So
yeah,
that's
if I'm picking up positives, I actually thought it was a very good call up for Joe Hendry. Meaning, like, if you're gonna do a Joe Hendry style like spotlight, I thought like pairing him with the Miz, doing a Christmas themed thing, kind of worked out.
He got a very good reaction in the segment that he was in. So that is what you had there. We are going to be back here on the YouTube channel on a Saturday night, immediately following World's End. So you will want to check in on that. We are going to be continuing the show over on the Post Wrestling Cafe, the XL version. We're going to quickly go through the World's End card for Saturday, and then we've got some feedback and questions to get to. So hit the subscribe button. Do whatever you have to manipulate the algorithm so that you get Post Wrestling shooting it straight into your veins on a daily basis, whether it's the free version or if you've got the balls, then you know what you need to be doing.
Join the cafe. Join the cafe.
Oh boy, people are gonna get upset.
I think I just blew out most people's eardrums.
Oh man. That did not win, by the way. Okay, that was the AI creation. I feel morally wrong even just listening to that right now. But yes, that was an entry in this year's jingle contest, which everybody should be listening to.
Go check out the Post Wrestling Christmas show. A fun time had by all. That is it for us here on YouTube, but the show continues.